Third-person shooters coming in 2026 and 2027 are leaning toward harsher combat and more intense encounters. These games focus on heavy action, fast movement, and high-pressure fights. Let's check them out.
Must understand a set of rules that will grant them all possible chances to survive. So, take a deep breath, listen up.
007 First Light follows James Bond as a young recruit in MI6 training. After entering the 00 program, where a mission against a rogue agent goes wrong and leads him to work with Mentor Greenway to uncover a conspiracy and stop a coup, with gameplay built around action and stealth, allowing players to use gadgets, combat, or deception, along with mission replay options that change objectives and outcomes.
Slip past your opponents unnoticed, or use takedowns to silently get rid of them. When confronting a whole group of enemies, you may choose a gentler approach.
And hut! Rob Minkley, Crux Magazine.
Bluffing is an art that will serve you well, whether getting caught red-handed,
Over here! Looks like a trust fall gone wrong.
or to simply pass through a room under enemies' noses.
Oi, you lads got a faulty coffee machine?
Bluffing consumes instinct and won't be available if a more experienced enemy is nearby. In this scenario, you won't get far without the appropriate gear. Therefore, the second rule is to always come prepared.
Well, what are we waiting for?
MI6 will keep its doors open for you between missions, giving you the chance to catch up with familiar faces, gather intel, and prepare for your next move.
So, your name is Moneypenny.
Now let's not get carried away, James.
QLab, on the lower level, will give you access to a wide range of gadgets.
I like it. Don't change a thing.
Each tool is designed to go unnoticed on the field, but help with maximum efficiency.
Right, follow me. I have something for you.
The Q-Lens will highlight useful information about opportunities and hackable devices. Your Q-Watch should be able to activate these to divert attention, deactivate cameras, or get rid of unsuspicious enemies in creative ways. The dot phone can quietly move enemies out of the way. The smoke pod, a timeless classic, will block visibility at short range. The modified earbuds will produce a flash of light to stun opponents. Other gadgets will be developed in due time and will help you stay creative in all circumstances.
Who do you work for? Take the shot!
Knowing how to improvise is a matter of life and death in the midst of action. Any object at disposal could prove useful to put an enemy's ideas back in their place. The same could be said of guardrails, electrical panels, or any surface hard enough to act as a weapon. Under heated circumstances, MI6 grants you a license to kill, allowing for even more possibilities to get rid of hostiles. In these situations, any weapon could be used as long as you manage to obtain it. Switch between different playstyles to catch your attackers off guard, and don't forget to return what you borrowed once out of ammo. Some enemies will be harder to defeat, and gadgets will help you get rid of soldiers' armors, stun tenacious leaders, and defuse grenades with the simple press of a button from your watch. Focus training will also give you an edge over your enemies. Dilate time and incapacitate their legs, or disarm them with the precision of a marksman. All of these skills might be trained between missions in Taksim, the department of Dr. Selena Tan.
Welcome to my dream factory.
Taksim will put your skills to the test through multiple types of challenges, each with its own specific rules that will pitch your performance against those of other agents from around the world. Overcoming challenges will earn you experience points, which you can spend on gadget upgrades, new firearms, and unique outfits to defeat enemies in style. And remember, at IO Interactive, the launch of a game is only the start. New content for Taksim will be created over time.
Faster, James. Faster.
So, keep an eye out for our updates, and get ready as new challenges lie ahead to put your 00 skills to the test. Finally, one last unwritten rule might be that an agent is never as good as when surrounded by allies, a team ready to give its all in the field, and companions to defend. But we're pretty sure you'll figure out this part yourself when the time comes. See you on May 27 to join the program and discover Bond's adventures in 007 First Light.
Untitled John Wick game follows John Wick in an original story set within the established timeline, where players take on missions involving familiar and new characters while uncovering more of the series' lore, with gameplay centered on third-person shooting that uses a gun-fu combat system combining firearms and close combat, along with driving segments, cinematic camera work, and missions set across varied locations.
He must be versatile, capable, adaptable. He must be grounded, stable, constant. I believe you are ready, sir.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Miraj from Up237. Just wanted to quickly walk through how we've been handling combat in Blackwood.
Blackwood is a third-person shooter set in 2012 New York, where players control a character living a double life by running a DVD shop during the day and carrying out contract killings at night. Gameplay focuses on close-range gun combat with diving, sliding, and environmental takedowns. Players also manage shop tasks, handle customers, and balance clean and illegal income through systems that track money flow and financial pressure.
Was getting hits to actually feel like they connect. We tried a bunch of things to fix that. Camera shake, positioning, and IK. So hits actually line up with the enemy instead of just playing through. The camera also helps here. In melee, it stays a bit closer to the player and applies a soft lock toward nearby targets or incoming attacks. But it doesn't take control away. Enemies obviously react back, so we added parries and dodges. Most of the fights are really just about timing and reading what the enemy is doing. On lower difficulties, we show timing indicators for parries, and on higher ones, we take that away so you rely more on animation than cues. Takedowns are all contextual, so it's based on distance, angle, where you are, stuff like that. Same idea with the environment. If you're outnumbered, you should be able to use whatever is around you, instead of just trading hits. We've been running private tests, watching how people play, and tweaking things based on that. If you want to join future rounds, signups will be on our Discord, so make sure you don't miss it. So that's pretty much where Melee is at right now. Let us know what you think.
만약 이 결정이 패권 국가의 특정 정치 집단의 이익을 저해한다면
Mudang Two Hearts takes place in a unified Korea, where a soldier named Ji Jung-tae investigates terrorist attacks in Seoul and becomes linked to a K-pop star named Gavi as a larger conspiracy unfolds. Gameplay combines stealth, shooting, and close combat with flexible approaches that allow silent movement or direct attacks. Missions use open-level design with multiple paths, gadgets, and environmental interactions, while enemy AI reacts to player actions and coordinates during encounters.
당신은 무엇 때문에 분노하는가? 당신의 분노는 스스로 결정한 것입니다. 누군가 당신의 분노를 이용한다. 지정태!
Stranger Than Heaven spans multiple time periods between 1915 and 1965 across several Japanese cities, where players follow a story tied to the origins of criminal organizations through a character named Mako Daido. Gameplay uses action-adventure mechanics, with fast brawler combat, side activities such as minigames, and decision-based moments that affect outcomes. Each setting introduces different situations and encounters, while maintaining consistent combat systems across timelines.
Got a name?
Mako Daito.
Daito. A Jap then, huh?
Don't I look like one?
You're not? So, what are you then?
Sana. 俺が知りてえや.
Gang of Dragon is set in Kabukicho, Tokyo, where players control Shin Ji-sung, a high-ranking member of a Korean crime syndicate, as he becomes involved in conflicts within the city's underworld. Gameplay uses a third-person perspective with combat based on hand-to-hand attacks, firearms, blades, and vehicle action. The story connects character interactions with combat encounters, allowing players to progress through events shaped by violence and personal relationships.
Settle up.
Hey, Daiki. When'd you make it back? Excuse me, sir.
Shut your mouth!
All right. Talk soon.
On your feet, now! Son of a... Fuck it! Just kill him!
Acts of Blood takes place in the city of Bandapa, where players control Hendra, a student seeking revenge after his family is killed by a rival group, leading him to fight through multiple levels against gangs and powerful bosses. Gameplay is built around fast hand-to-hand combat with melee and firearm weapons, along with parkour movement and destructible environments that allow varied approaches during fights and encounters. Black State is a third-person shooter where players take on a mission from a secret organization to rescue captives and uncover the cause of a major event while moving through portal-based locations that instantly connect different areas. Gameplay combines shooting with tactical gadgets, close-range takedowns, and combat against human and robotic enemies that adapt during fights, along with boss encounters that require different strategies and weapon use to progress.
It was like another life. Everything made sense to you.
The Expanse Osiris Reborn is a third-person action RPG set in a future solar system where players control a mercenary captain managing a ship and crew while dealing with a large-scale conspiracy. Gameplay combines cover-based shooting with abilities and squad commands, allowing 2 companions in combat while others assist remotely. Players can customize their character, build relationships with crew members, travel between locations, and make decisions that change events and interactions.
Series belongs to Belters. I didn't become a mercenary to run away from my enemies.
Fear festering into hatred. Typical.
Surely a little gun doesn't scare you.
A Trojan horse. Protégé let its own enemies in.
An enemy of my enemy is my friend.
We have to find our own answer.
Hi, we're Naki. Today we're excited to share the gameplay design.
Spine This Is Gunfu is a third-person action game set in a cyberpunk city where players control Redline, a street artist working with a sentient combat implant called Spine while trying to rescue her captured brother. Gameplay centers on close-range gun combat mixed with hand-to-hand moves using a cinematic camera system during fights, with encounters designed around fast reactions and chaining attacks against enemies in different urban locations.
Mechanics to feel like a gunfu movie, like Redline turning opponents' guns against them instead of carrying an inventory. She can use spray paint to blind her enemies, attack with nearby objects, and use environment to her advantage. Your gunfu skills will be tested against both regular foes and powerful bosses, while Redline's spine implant will sharpen her reflexes to...
One last punishment I must endure. Outer heaven. He's taken.
Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2 is a compilation that includes Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots, and Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, along with bonus content such as Metal Gear, Ghost Babel, and a digital soundtrack, where gameplay is based on stealth action that requires avoiding detection, completing missions through infiltration, and using tactical tools and movement, supported by additional materials like screenplay and master books that provide story and character details.
Death.
This is my final mission.
So began the war between Zero and Big Boss.
Do you understand, Snake? Any means necessary. Just stop Liquid's insurrection.
Liquid! Guns of the Patriots! Because I knew where my loyalty belonged. Nukes. They're bringing nukes into Costa Rica.
We are not allowed to bear arms.
Please, you must drive them out of our defenseless country. As our deterrent.
Yes. It simply said Jack. Over and over.
Boss. Is that you? Answer me! Boss!
Supreme Experiment is a first-person action-adventure game set on a surface abandoned by humans where machines have formed their own society, and players take the role of a volunteer sent from Tower Cities to investigate why systems stopped working. Gameplay includes shooting, hacking terminals, and gathering information to uncover events, along with a system that opens a parallel dimension through a neural implant, adding new areas and encounters during progression.
A new species, trying to survive, fighting for scraps, searching for truth. An abandoned, poisoned wasteland, crawling with creatures beyond imagination. Down here, humans don't belong. For those who left the city, it's a one-way ticket. But they go for a reason. This evolution of the machines was not random. There's something vast behind it. It's coming for everyone, not just the machines. The people in the cities don't know it yet, but soon they will.
The Twilight Project is a third-person survival horror game where players control a tourist trapped in an isolated village as night brings hostile creatures and shifting realities. Gameplay involves searching for clues, solving environmental puzzles, and managing limited resources while setting up safe zones and defenses. A day and night system changes encounters and areas, requiring players to adapt between investigation during daylight and survival-focused combat during nighttime events.
What you doing up there?
I'm just fixing some leaks.
Seriously, dude, you got...
Grand Theft Auto 6 is an action-adventure game set in the fictional state of Leonida, including Vice City and surrounding areas, where players control Jason Duval and Lucia Caminos, a criminal duo involved in heists and a wider conspiracy. Gameplay allows free movement across a large open environment with missions, side activities, and interactions with systems based on modern culture, law enforcement, and social media, along with character switching and varied approaches to objectives.
I'm here for Lucia Caminos. She's supposed to be getting out.
What's your name?
Jason Duval.
I seen you here before.
You might have. Hey.
Hey.
Hands above your head, now!
You, stay. The new beginnings.
You break the news, isn't it? Trust me, this place is just the start for us.
Ring the bell! Shot for me!
The only thing that matters is who you know and what you got.
Gonna do this? We're doing it right.
Yo, D, this full effect? They got your name, address, they got everything. Us cops, we gotta protect each other.
Like, back.
You and me, bro. We got this.
We got it.
Say my city, baby! I said city!
Come to Bill's Ammunition today. We got more guns than the law allows.
Hey.
Hey, if you got friends, can you hook me up, please?
They're combing the streets.
Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra is an action-adventure game set in World War II Paris, where players control multiple characters including Captain America and Black Panther as they work together to stop Hydra. Gameplay involves switching between 4 playable characters, each with different abilities during story-driven missions. Players engage in combat, navigate environments, and complete objectives while progressing through events connected to the conflict and character roles.
By my count, that makes 2 super soldiers loose in Paris.
3, counting you.
And that's 2 too many.
I'll be there before the sun rises. Before the Germans, before that American. The Eye of Force has been found.
Please, just stick to the rooftops. Be careful. Stunned was on me.
When am I not?
It's better if I tackle this one alone.
You may encounter some obstacles.
That won't be a problem. Our cat friend is definitely here too. And by the look of things, he's not very far ahead.
The American boy is right on your heels.
Who the hell are you?
If you wanted us dead, we'd be dead. So what do you want?
Answers.
That's far enough!
Stay out of my way!
Stand aside!
I do not take orders from anyone!
I don't have time for this.
Neither do I.
Armatus is a third-person roguelite shooter set in a ruined Paris overrun by demons, where players control a supernatural warrior searching for a gateway called the Sunless Gate while protecting remaining survivors. Gameplay is based on repeated runs where players use firearms, a scythe, and celestial abilities against enemies, gaining upgrades and new powers with each attempt. Progress depends on learning enemy patterns, improving builds, and advancing further with each run.
Been fighting longer than I can remember.
Marvel's Wolverine is an action-adventure game where players control Wolverine, also known as Logan, using his claws, strength, and healing abilities during combat encounters against enemies from the wider universe. Gameplay involves close-range combat and navigation through story-driven missions connected to characters such as Mystique and Omega Red. The game takes place within a shared continuity while presenting a separate storyline centered on Wolverine's actions.
Doesn't matter where I go. How far I run. Death's always waiting. Just not for me. Because I ain't no hero. I'm Wolverine.
Directorate Novitiate is a third-person action RPG set in early 2000s Los Angeles, where players control Mercury, an enforcer balancing a normal life during the day with hunting supernatural threats at night. Gameplay combines shooting with magic abilities and gun kata moves, supported by an RPG system that unlocks skills and upgrades. Players complete missions, investigate a serial killer case, and make decisions that affect relationships and story outcomes.
Good, loyal dog you are.
This was your mess to prevent.
Show me what you got, love.
Hello Sunshine is a survival RPG set in the ruins of a corporate system where players control the final employee traveling with a large robot toward a distant tower while uncovering what happened to the world. Gameplay involves staying in the robot's shadow to avoid heat, surviving cold nights by camping nearby, scavenging resources, crafting gear, upgrading equipment and the robot, and using helper bots while progressing through a mystery-driven objective. Nakwon Last Paradise is a multiplayer survival game set in a city in South Korea where players scavenge resources at night and manage a shelter during the day while dealing with infected enemies and other survivors. Gameplay combines PvPvE encounters with extraction mechanics, allowing players to gather supplies, craft items, and upgrade gear. Survival depends on choosing when to fight, hide, cooperate, or betray others during high-risk expeditions. Canyons is a third-person shooter set in a procedurally generated world where players fight awakened creatures alone or in co-op while traveling across areas using large crawlers and completing different objectives. Gameplay includes looter-shooter mechanics with resource gathering, combat using weapons and abilities, and building a base called a haven with facilities and defenses, along with progression systems that unlock skills, professions, and choices that affect events and encounters. Kingmakers is an action and strategy game where players travel to medieval England and use modern weapons to influence a large-scale war while building a kingdom and leading armies. Gameplay combines third-person shooting with real-time strategy systems, allowing players to fight directly or issue commands to units during battles involving thousands of soldiers. Players can switch between combat and planning while managing forces, defenses, and objectives in solo or co-op play. Dual Firewalled City is a co-op adventure game where two players control friends from Kowloon Walled City whose lives take different paths, with gameplay built around split-screen or online play that requires coordination during story missions. Players take on different roles across events, engage in combat encounters, and complete objectives together, while also interacting with environments inspired by Hong Kong locations and participating in small activities during progression.
What's your code name?
Winter.
Project Retrograde: The Becoming is an action-adventure game set in an underground world affected by a parasite called Luca, where players control a bounty hunter who survives infection and gains abilities from it while searching for the cause of the collapse. Gameplay combines shooting and close combat with a system that allows absorbing skills from enemies, along with resource gathering, traversal through ruined areas, and mechanics that influence environments and enemy behavior.
You see that? Nice work, Hunter.
Yeah, I got it done. But I don't know. Is that me? Or him?
Find that surface agent. She can help.
What's the target?
Sean Anderson. He's behind the recent mutation.
And they sent you in? Alone?
That's not relevant to you. Follow me, and don't die.
A bounty hunter and a surface agent. Interesting. Bring him in. Time to put down these rats.
I've got a bad feeling.
What?
Lobo's gone silent. If Sean turns against us, we're in trouble.
Winter, come in.
Is that Lobo? The whole underground was infested. They abandoned us, slandered us. Wait, who are you?
It's you.
Yeah. Not now!
To survive.
Soon, you will all be one of us!
You are going to hell. Can you still be yourself?
I don't know. If I lose control, just kill me.
I will.
All our sacrifices! All ruined!
Why are we here?
The Luca inside you led us here. I'm starting to see why I was sent to you. You might be the key.
Exodus is a sci-fi action RPG where players control a character called the Traveler, leading humanity against advanced beings known as the Celestials, while operating across multiple planets. Gameplay includes combat with weapons and abilities powered by collected relics, along with squad-based mechanics where companions assist in battles. A time dilation system changes outcomes over long periods, affecting events, characters, and progression based on player decisions.
Child of Orion, fulfill the purpose for which you were crafted, and seize your destiny.
Our world is dying. You are the only one who can wield celestial tech and find a cure.
Well, that's terrifying.
With the right ship and the right crew,
You could save all of us.
I was on an alien world. Felt like I was finally doing what I was made for.
Thank you, June.
We are the defenders of Leiden's future. And we will fight to protect it.
The fight for survival has consequences. How far are you willing to venture? How much are you willing to sacrifice to save your world?
Damn, kid. No pressure there.
Gears of War E-Day is a third-person shooter set during the first emergence of the Locust Horde, where players control Marcus Phoenix alongside Dom Santiago as they face an early stage of the conflict. Gameplay uses cover-based shooting with close-range combat against enemy waves, supported by co-op play. Missions take place during large-scale attacks, focusing on survival, movement between positions, and coordinated combat during encounters. Cinder City is a third-person tactical shooter set in a futuristic Seoul, where players enter a shared open environment with other players and take on missions against enemies and large-scale threats. Gameplay focuses on team-based combat using weapons, gadgets, and abilities, along with character selection that defines skills and equipment. Players engage in PvE activities such as boss fights, raids, and resource collection within a persistent world structure. The War of the Worlds Siberia is an action-adventure game set in an alternate 1896 during a Martian invasion, where players control a student escaping across regions while facing both alien machines and human threats. Gameplay combines survival elements with combat using period weapons such as rifles and explosives, along with stealth, chases, and puzzle solving. Players progress through events while managing danger from enemies and navigating changing situations across different locations.
Смотрите, они грабят аптеку.
Это не наше дело.
Дядь, купи кирпич.
Я убил его.
Вниз!
Стой, тварь! Это же предательство!
Оно самое, юноша. Оно самое.
Resonant Q is a third-person survival action game set on a collapsing orbital structure where players take on missions to hunt anomalies and extract resources while managing a single energy system. Gameplay combines shooting, exploration, and co-op play for up to 3 players, with energy used for weapons, abilities, and systems. Players return to a base to craft and upgrade equipment, with each run focused on balancing risk, survival, and resource use.
Traded for salvage and fragments of volatile energy.
My suit energy's almost out. I don't know if we can make it home.
That energy powers each run, but it was never ours to control. Nothing here obeys intent. It responds to pressure, presence, resonance.
Another mindfuck place. Shit.
Some anomalies only react. Others are waiting for company. Survival isn't winning. Survival is leaving on time.
Are we still on the ring?
Saros is a third-person action game where players control Arjun Devraj, investigating a lost colony on the planet Carcosa while dealing with hostile creatures and changing environments. Gameplay combines shooting with roguelite systems where death resets progress but keeps upgrades, such as weapons and suit enhancements. Combat includes using a shield to absorb attacks and convert energy into powerful weapons, while exploration reveals story details through collected data and holograms.
Ruled by the eclipse. I search for you and find only death. But I always come back stronger. Every time, one step closer to answers. More power.
This is a newly established colony.
All that matters is finding you.
There's no way to get home, and you can just...
He's returned to us. The sun is forever.
With me today is visionary game creator and founder of Kojima Productions, Kojima-san. Hi, welcome.
Physint is an action espionage game led by Hideo Kojima, where gameplay is expected to focus on tactical stealth, infiltration, and mission-based objectives, using advanced systems that connect cinematic presentation with interactive mechanics. The project uses modern technology to combine film-style scenes with player control, with early details pointing to scenarios involving stealth movement, planning, and decision-making within controlled environments.
ソニーさんとは、ほぼ30年にわたりエスピオナージものを一緒に育ててきたという強い経験もあります。またソニーさんは、ゲームだけではなく音楽も映画もされています。間違いなく強力なコラボレーションになるはずです。さらに2年後には僕の、ゲーム制作人生の40周年を迎えます。このタイトルが、僕の集大成の作品になると確信をしています。
A new action espionage game by Hideo Kojima. This is one of my favorite genres, one that I've been hoping you would revisit with a bold new vision. Can you share anything else about this new development?
ですね、まだ詳しくは言えませんけども、最先端のテクノロジーと、世界中の才能を集結して作る予定です。もちろんインタラクティブなゲームなんですけども、ルック、物語、テーマ、キャスト、演技、ファッション、サウンド、どれをとっても、同時に映画でもあるようなものです。本作で、映画とゲームの壁を越えたいと思っています。
We're all really excited about this project, and we will fully support you with the latest innovation Sony has to offer. More details to come.
Stay tuned.
State of Decay 3 is an open-world survival game set after a zombie outbreak, where players build and manage a community while dealing with evolving threats across the environment. Gameplay includes resource gathering, base building, and combat against infected enemies, with support for co-op play in a shared world. Decisions affect events and characters, including permanent loss of community members, requiring careful planning and management during progression. Never Be Alone is an open-world survival game set years after a zombie outbreak, where players explore environments reclaimed by nature while managing hunger, health, and temperature. Gameplay includes resource gathering, crafting, base building, and combat against infected and hostile groups, with support for solo or co-op play. Players can use vehicles, complete quests, upgrade skills, and adapt to dynamic weather and day-night systems while progressing through different activities. Permafrost is an open-world survival game set on a frozen Earth, where players must deal with extreme cold while searching for resources and building shelters to stay alive. Gameplay includes hunting, crafting tools, constructing bases, and exploring icy regions filled with hazards, along with co-op support for up to 4 players. Players manage hunger, weather effects, and encounters with other survivors while progressing through objectives and uncovering events tied to the environment.
Like ours can leave out its heart. Will keep you near until the world ends. Saving me until the world ends.
No More Light is a survival shooter set after an alien invasion where players control a survivor fighting insect-like enemies while uncovering hidden events behind the collapse. Gameplay includes combat with weapons and abilities gained through transformation, along with a system that allows controlling enemies for strategic use. Players can also manipulate weather during encounters, gather resources, upgrade skills, and make decisions that affect progression and outcomes. Showa American Story is an action RPG set in a post-apocalyptic United States influenced by Japanese culture, where players control Chuko, a girl revived after a disaster, as she searches for answers across different locations. Gameplay includes fast combat using melee and ranged weapons against enemies and bosses, along with upgrading abilities, customizing a mobile base, collecting resources, and taking part in activities that support progression and character development.
お前はハンカチ落としや鬼ごっこをしたことがあるか?
大統領閣下は毎日午後6時にアニメをご視聴になります。ご視聴なさっている閣下を邪魔してはいけません。
あなたがテキサスを日本の財団に売ったから、このようなことが連鎖的に起きたんでしょう。
君たちが第4新東京に行くにはまだ早すぎるわ。あそこは危険よ。
我が輩がこれから一番に教える。それは絶頂寸前の興奮と快感を保つ方法だ。
行方を知りたければ私の話が終わるまでじっとしていなさい。
私が頭をタックをします。私はアメリカのカウボーイですが、日本の侍でもあります。
愛してる女を人間大砲で空に打ち上げれば空に輝く星になるんだ。
葬式とはゾンビになった者を自然保護区に送ることだ。それが家族であってもな。ゾンビ同士で繁殖しないように。
Turok Origins is a third-person action game where players control Turok warriors fighting dinosaurs and alien enemies across different locations. Gameplay includes combat using a range of weapons and abilities, with options for solo or co-op play. Players can collect DNA from defeated enemies to unlock upgrades that enhance skills and equipment, while progressing through missions that involve battles against creatures, bosses, and varied environmental challenges.
Flooding and pandemic, access to all external areas is restricted. For your protection.
The Sinking City 2 is a third-person survival horror game set in a flooded version of Arkham where players navigate streets and buildings while facing creatures inspired by cosmic horror. Gameplay includes combat with firearms, managing limited resources, solving puzzles, and revisiting areas to unlock new paths. Players investigate locations using clues found in the environment, with optional cases that reveal additional events and affect progression outcomes.